For more analysis, we're joined by Dr. Ahsraf Singer, a world political analyst. Dr. Singer, thank you for being with us, and good afternoon to you, sir. Let me here start with asking you, Hamas insists on a full Israeli withdrawal and prisoner swap, but refuses disarmament. Is this proposal viable?
For Israelis, it's not viable. Benjamin Netanyahu is insisting to move forward based on his plan, not based on Hamas' plan. It seems to me like, Hamas in a very fragile situation, that Hamas really lost its power. Hamas is facing domestic resistance, particularly from President Abbas, when he did really accuse Hamas that he didn't really follow that level of rationality to save Gaza, stripped from additional hitting by Israel. We understand that the international community is still silent or is not taking any course of action to stop the Israelis' aggression that really killed more than 51,000 Palestinians in Gaza. And it's still shortage of food, medical aid to Palestinians over there. It's really terrible. But with that level of corporations, of coalitions with Egypt and Europe particularly, they are pushing, the international community to act to save the Palestinians and reach the two-state solution.
Do you think the truce could include guarantees for increased aid delivery to Gaza?
We hope so. In terms of the level of trust between Israel and Hamas, it's really difficult to really confirm that Israel will not really attack Gaza again. It seems to me it's a very vicious circle that really both parties, they were wrong in terms of their calculations, either Hamas or Netanyahu. Netanyahu was building, his idea or his group of thinkers around him that Palestinians in Gaza, it was easily to displace of Gazan people and move the Gazans out of Gaza. That plan failed. And Hamas was wrong that, was thinking, to bring hostages to Gaza Strip to save Gaza from Israeli aggression. So both of them, they were wrong. And it seems to me that the three parties, include United States, Egypt, Qatar, they are and were facing a very difficult situation to mediate Hamas and Israel.
From your point of view, do you think any proposed plans would address reconstruction efforts during the ceasefire?
In other words, I would say that is, building Gaza Strip again, or making really a great deal of ceasefire. It's pretty difficult, and even there are some positive views showing or saying that there is a chance that we can really get the ceasefires and rebuild the Gaza Strip again, according to the Arab Summit in Cairo. It's pretty difficult. I'm not really optimistic as the current coalition between Netanyahu with Smotrich and Ben Gvir. This is very solid. This very solid situation in their position in terms of taking, an easy the situation situation in Gaza, particularly that Hamas is pretty firm. If Hamas will release the hostages, this is what the Israelis attack Hamas and kill all of them in Gaza.
From your point of view, what mechanisms exist in this proposal or lack to hold Israel accountable for genocide under the international law, given the UN's characterization of Gaza as a war on children?
We understand that is the position of Israel. It's pretty weird. Of course, Israel is under huge critiques, under huge investigations, or many countries, they present, their claim to the International Criminal Court that Netanyahu and his team were responsible for what happened in Gaza, what happened exactly in that definition of genocide. But we understand that international politics is leading by United States. So still United States is really representing a very strong shield that really prevents Israel from international accountability. And this is basically one of the major obstacles that we need to get fired of the killing of Gaza. We need really to put affirmed or support from United States to really make that asserts and pushing, Israelis back, not really to attack as again. We understand the situation is pretty difficult, but both parties, Hamas and Israel, both of them, they were wrong, but Israel is really adapting, the Israelis' point of view rather than Hamas. As Hamas, the United States, claimed Hamas is a terrorist group, and basically this is not the right position to, mediate where one part is really losing that level of credibility in international community, particularly United States as a strong player in international politics.
What do you think could be the potential challenges facing the implementation of the ceasefire agreement?
First is we need really to make sure that Israel will really follow the steps of that agreement, and I have big doubt that Israel can really give that commitment unless there is like a new election in Israel to change the current government and bringing prime ministers. Probably this is going to really make the situation much better than that now. Second, we need to make sure that the group of people from Palestine, from both sides, they will control administrative works or jobs in Gaza. And of course, Hamas shouldn't be part of that situation because Hamas, they failed, to achieve any prosperity for Gazans. We have to understand they didn't really make their own calculation correctly when they made the 7th of October attack.
Right.
It was really irrational in terms of calculating the power and the Israeli power.
Right. That was Dr. Ahsraf Singer, a politics analyst. We thank you so much for being with us.